I said in the pre-match video that this game is going to be an interesting game, right? It's aura for aura kind of game, give and take kind of game. It was an end-to-end football, but then Bournemouth, I think they dominated most part of the game, especially in the first half and early into the second half. Not until that clumsy challenge by Jimenez fouling Matheus Cunha in the box. It was so unreasonable. It wasn't needed at all. And then from the box, Bruno Fernandes converted. And then there was, a controversial moment where it seemed like Amad Diallo was fouled in Bournemouth's 18-yard box, but there was no penalty call for them. And the build-up, they had to go from there, transit from there, and then they scored a beautiful equalizer through Christie. But then there was no penalty call for Manchester United. And I think Manchester United is doing so well with what's it called? Corner kicks these days, because in recent games they have been scoring from set pieces. I think Casemiro has scored twice, in two successive games from corner kicks. And even this night they actually scored from a corner kick, but this time it was an own goal. The defender, had the ball at the back of his own net. It was just a mistake. And then a Doxo foul by Harry Maguire that saw him being sent off out of the pitch because of that penalty incident. So it was a beautiful game. The first leg at Old Trafford ended 4-4. Now it has ended 2-2. I expected this kind of scoreline. I said, in the pre-match video, because it is a Friday fixture, more like early kickoff on Saturdays. So I'm not surprised with the scoreline. I'm not surprised it ended that way. And like I said, that the game was going to be interesting. Trust me, it was really, really interesting if you actually watch this game. I think not really a bad game from Manchester United. They were outplayed at some points. They got back into the game. They took the lead. I think they took the lead twice, and Bournemouth equalized twice. But then the red card actually spoiled things for them, and they managed the game, not to concede again. And 1 point, wouldn't be bad for a team that drew 4-4 against them at Old Trafford. So 1 point wouldn't really be bad, in the case of that red card. So it is not really a bad result for Manchester United, although they would have loved to claim all 3 points. But then they can actually make do with this, and somehow they are solidifying their stay in the top 4, and they hope to make it to the Champions League next season.